Yo, what's up? This is the test episode for Breakbeaten to Death. I'm trying my hand at doing interviews with people in the greater Breakcore online scene or whatever. I wanted to do something like this for a while. Finally got around to doing it. So for going forward beyond this, it'll be typically 3 people instead of just 2. Schoolbook Depository are gonna do these together, so it'll be 2 people conducting it. But for this, it's just gonna be me interviewing Schoolbook as like a test kind of thing, like pilot. I'm gonna try to be making these like 45 minutes to an hour, with an interview every couple weeks or weekly. We'll see how fast we can get people or what our turnaround is. But I'm gonna probably pragmatically say it's gonna be at least every 2 weeks or at the yeah, probably. We'll see. Might be faster. The format is flexible. Participants are not required to have a webcam or anything like that if that's something that's a concern. Um, so, with that out of the way, uh, Breakbeaten to Death. All right, exiting my mind palace. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Breakbeaten to Death. Where's the camera? There it is. A show where we do interviews with people. We do interviews with people in Breakcore. That might be cool. It's gonna be interviews. You got me, Multi, Schoolbook Depository on my right here, and then this is supposed to be a test episode. And I wasn't supposed to do this in front of anybody else, but I have a fucking audience for it.
Baptism by fire, bro.
So yeah, every joke that doesn't land is gonna be heard by somebody. So that's awesome. Yeah, so I have like a news segment here really quick, but there's no other things, so like I just kind of chose a bunch of different stuff. Like, do you know what the 4 in his name? The guy,
Uh,
he
yeah,
released
yeah.
something. Server.of.user released like 3 things this month essentially. There's like painful, acidic mezzanine, Travongle. They did something. Actually, they
That
released
shit's
2
really good.
things. Yeah, then that's on server.of.user. Wawawa released something. I saw that guy. He's pretty good. The Avril
Fucking love
comp
wawawa.
The Avril comp came out today? Yesterday? What time is it? Yesterday?
Yeah, what time is it? For me, it's still going. We got 13 minutes. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what time zone are you? What?
Mountain time, the only time zone.
What the hell? That people
But I'm
use
not like
that?
other girls' time zone. Yeah,
That's
me and Hunter,
crazy.
Pyrex, only ones.
Um, then we've got, selected Gambia works I have on here. You gave me the Mad Breaks, Eamon Punketa, Mashiro
That shit's
Smile,
good.
Temma,
Dancepuncher.
Amen, Dance, Smash Punk. And then we got a SpongeBob
Speak.
Squarewave, Hands in the Air, which I didn't even know he still made music. That's my bad.
Dude, so good. You gotta listen to that shit. That's the best album that came out that year. Easy.
But I mean that concludes like news. I just wanted to try that. We'll see how that goes. What I think about it, editing. And then now it's time for the questions. Okay, these are some tough questions. Okay,
Girl.
real tough ones. Okay, where does Schoolbook Depository come from? For the fans out there, I mean the OGs will know. I guess I'm not an OG. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think that doesn't matter. I think you probably knew what it was immediately. But yeah, for anyone that doesn't know what that is, the school book depository building or the Texas book depository building or whatever you want to call it is where Lee Harvey Oswald fired the shots at JFK from in the 6th story, 4th window to the left from or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to name myself that. I was gonna name myself Carmen Winstead, but then I thought it'd be kind of stupid, and I don't regret not doing it. But yeah, I kind of sometimes I'm like alternate timeline. That would have been a good name. I don't know. I can still use it for something else, I guess. But yeah, that's what that means.
But which conspiracy do you believe in? Or do you believe in a conspiracy for the JFK? Are you actually a CIA
No, well,
truther?
CIA truther. What do you mean? Like,
Like, do you believe the official story? I think that's like kind of more
no, it's like
counterculture now. I believe the
honestly,
CIA.
yeah. Do you remember the King of the Hill episode where Dale starts to believing the Warren Commission? It's one of the best ones. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Like he goes to the grassy knoll and starts like trying to like do like fucking ballistics and like disproving it and shit. It's so funny, but no, not at all. Obviously, way too much to get into, but I think it's like a really big conspiracy that we could probably never comprehend. There's like way too many moving parts in it, and I don't really know. All I know is, I mean, the CIA is definitely probably the biggest part of it, but there's also this chick named Ruth Payne who is like another connective tissue with it. If you haven't seen that documentary, you should watch it. It's called what the assassination of Mrs. Payne or something like that. It's really good. But yeah, I don't know what to believe. I kind of stopped like trying to figure out exactly what happened because that's just gonna give me brainworms. Yeah, all I know is the fucking government had him killed for some fucking reason. So yeah,
What do
but
you think about the X-Files explanation?
I believe it. That's what actually happened.
You shot him
That's
from
the
the
best
sewer.
episode. Mentioned.
Shot him from the storm
Fucking,
drain.
it's my first tattoo. It's from the third episode. That guy in the bar has it. Like the guy with the like melted ear. Yeah, no, that episode's so good, dude. The fucking, and then he also kills MLK, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he's like he kills MLK, and then he starts crying to a speech that MLK is giving after he killed him, which like is the funniest thing I think ever. I don't know why they
he,
made that.
the cigarette smoking man in real life is a fucking like he's a skeptic, a UFO skeptic, and he goes around and does like conferences, like trying to debunk UFOs. Like I'm not even kidding you. He literally is just living the fucking character. It's so funny.
Yeah, and it proves that smoking doesn't kill you. So I mean, he
True.
just smokes
Also, it's morally
constantly.
raised, bro.
Um, Now this might be a tough question. I don't know. You don't have to answer this. What's the New
So
Mexican lifestyle like?
awful. Um. So if you were born here, you depending on where you're from, you either had like the worst childhood ever, or like it's like kind of chill. No one wants to be here that's from here. Like pretty much no one, at least. Like it's like, or at least from the ages of like maybe like 24 to like 45 maybe. You just should not be living here. So yeah, basically the only people that want to be living here are like transplants, and like that's really about it. What's the lifestyle like? I mean, I don't know. Everyone here is really fucking poor. It's like the most like second most corrupt state in the entire country as far as the government goes. Like literally right now we have a serial killer on the loose killing homeless people in Albuquerque, and like they know like what his car looks like, what he looks like, and the cops they've known this for like 8 months. Cops are just gonna keep letting him do their dirty work and shit. It's just really bleak, man. I don't fucking know. Like how would I explain it in like simple terms? Uh, I mean, really, Breaking Bad is a documentary. That's all I can say. Like that, it's just true. This place is a fucking shithole. It's the land of entrapment.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
how does that influence the music of New Mexico? What's the what's the scene report look like for New Mexico then?
we had a scene in like 2016 through like 2018. At least in Santa Fe and Albuquerque, I don't fucking know. There's nothing. Like the only people that I know that make like breakcore or adjacent genres are me, my roommate, and our friend Jade, 99 Jakes, and she doesn't really play here very often, but she gets to play like actual places and shit. There's like some like old heads that have like a like some sort of jungle thing going on here. I haven't been to anything yet, but like apparently that's something now. There's nothing though, like fucking absolutely nothing. I mean, Albuquerque's not that big, but yeah, I don't know. Definitely the music scene here is like it's all like hardcore and like metal and shit, basically. Like which is cool, obviously, but there's no like electronic music scene at all. It sucks.
Yeah, I think that's the. I mean, you guys are basically dead center country, right? Except for you're in the south, kind of.
Mm, we're probably like if you split it into like fifths, we'd be like the fourth to the left, like right at the bottom.
Yeah, there's just not enough
Um,
people, I guess. It's too small.
no, there's not. I mean, this fucking state is 5 times the size of like the UK, and we only have like two, no, like 1.8 million people or something. There's no one here. Like it's ridiculous. Like Albuquerque Metro has like 800,000 or something like that, and Santa Fe has like 100,000. Las Cruces has like 200,000, and those are like the only like actual cities in this entire fucking state. It's ridiculous. But yeah, and since it's so big, it's fucking massive. Like it's like the fourth biggest state or something. There's just that really does not help at all.
Okay, switching topics. What about the history of Unlucky Win? What's like the meaning of the name? 222,
Ah, fuck.
all of that story.
Can you pull something up on screen if you have
Sh-
OBS open?
sure. What do you want me to pull up?
Look up Shiftry, like you know the Pokemon,
Uh,
like Shiftry,
yeah,
uh, and then look up Stormfront at the end of it. I know
Stormfront.
it's a Pokemon set name, and it's my favorite set. And the logo looks a little bit too much like a certain symbol, and then it has that name, which is really fucked. The Japanese name for it is Intense Battle in the Destroyed Sky, which is way cooler than some Nazi shit, obviously. But yeah,
Wait, is it supposed to look to Sonnen Red or something?
it's not a sun and red. It looks like a kind of like an iron, just the SS logo, but only with one lightning bolt,
Oh, okay,
I guess.
okay, okay.
Yeah, but like I don't know what the fuck they were doing, dude.
Yeah,
The
just
translator was having a field day with that one. Clearly, it must be some kind of Nazi or something like that. Like genuinely, there's just, that it's like just I don't know. Like one, if it was one or the other, who knows? But yeah,
so.
so basically that card you can see, it has a fucking Poke body called Unlucky Wind, and if you know how, but you don't even know how to play Pokemon to understand this. Basically, it's like a thing that this Pokemon has passively. You don't have to do anything, and so anytime your opponent flips a coin, it's automatically tails. So when I was in like middle school, one of my friends, because like I used to write on my wall or like spray paint on it and shit. My parents didn't give a fuck at all. One of my friends wrote like "Unlucky Wind is in play" and then "is in not play" right underneath it. And then like we just had this thing where like some would just be like someone comes into my room and they're like, I just feel like the vibes are off. I'm thinking that Unlucky Wind is in not play or is in play, and they would move the sticker that we had next to the two from
Oh,
between the two of them. And I just thought it was, I don't know, it was just kind of like a funny in joke, and I like the name. Just Unlucky Wind. I don't know, it just sounds cool. But yeah, that's the lore. There's lore.
oh, it's
Believe
a
it.
card game thing. Okay.
It's more so just that it was like a weird like inside joke because I like the name. But yeah, I guess it's both. I did use that as a deck for a while. Like, I want to buy like every copy of that card on the internet and give them away with fucking shit someday.
Is
But
it worth anything? Is it an expensive card?
mm, it's not worth anything. But it's like, I mean, there's only so many of them that exist that someone would like list on the internet. It's probably like 80 cents or something.
I mean,
It's worth it.
you can always, yeah, always a little bit chip away at it. But what about 222 though? What's like, is that like the
Okay.
three, the sign of perfection, stuff like that?
So
The law of three?
no, it's not some angel number bullshit. Really, it's well, actually, kind of. Okay, so I don't know. My friend Colin, who died like 7 years ago or something, he would just always talk about like seeing that seeing that on like microwaves or on Fox and shit. Like he'd always point it out and stuff like that. And like right around when he died is like really when I started getting into like Breakcore and stuff like or like the scene or whatever. And I was like, man, 220 is like the best BPM range or whatever, which I've come to realize as my tolerance grows that it's actually probably like 240. But um, yeah, I don't know. Basically, just because of him and because it's good BPM range. I don't know. There's a nice ring to it.
Speaking of BPM range, I mean, this is like maybe a bad question, but it's like, what DAW do you use? I know this question. I'm sure everybody knows this question. Let's make
Audacity.
a record of
I
it.
started. I started with Audacity. And no, I use Ableton Live 11.01.
Wait, you started with Audacity? How are you making that work?
You can just do it by ear. There's only like one song that I have that's released that was made in Audacity, but I mean, it's that's kind of cheating to say because I did finish making it in Ableton, but like a lot of it was made in Audacity. I don't know. It's just, I mean, it is a pretty good fucking DAW for like certain things, not for making, like complex stuff like that. I mean, like if you're using live instruments or if you're stem separating or, I mean, you know why Audacity is a good program. I don't need to explain it to you, but it's like, yeah, for like shit like that, that's fucking satanic. I kind of want to make music in like Sony Vegas though. Like that sounds fun as fuck. Like Renoise is sick too, but like I think using Vegas like that's sick
That's
as hell.
that's not good, bro. Vegas has like one of the worst like clip management tools of like any editor.
I've
It's,
never
it's fucking terrible.
embarrassing to me as someone who started watching YouTube poop when I was like 8 years old, and that's actually why I like Breakcore. What got me into it really. Maybe that was a question you're gonna ask later, but
I
um,
think I skipped that was the first question. I just skipped it.
yeah, well, if anyone wants to know what got me into it, it's Rainbow Tile and all YouTube poops. So there we go. But yeah, I never learned how to use anything like Premiere or Vegas or anything or Resolve. Like, I need to learn how to use Vegas though, because it's pathetic that I don't. I don't know. I just want like dying on the hill of using Vegas, even if it sucks.
I
Sounds
mean,
funny to me.
Vegas was like the goated software for like MW2 quickscope montages. Though like all of the
That's
most memorable shit from
important.
those is like Vegas stuff.
Fuck yeah.
But it's a terrible piece of software. It sucks. Like Premiere is so much better like in every way. Keyframing is
Fucking
better. It's just better.
I okay. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what we're doing here. If I'm going to make YouTube poop, I'm going to use Vegas because that's what God intended. If I'm going to use a video editing software to just do anything else, I'm definitely going to use Premiere. Like I want to learn how to use both. But um, speaking of making music in Vegas, and that's why I bring this up. Shout out my friend Morgan. Check this. That's my go. Fucking wait. I'm gonna fucking send you a song that you should include in this that was made in Sony Vegas. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. I think people making music in whatever unorthodox ways, like not like being like not like the sound itself being experimental, but like it being made with like like I don't know if you've seen the videos of like I forget what country it is, like somewhere in like sub-Saharan Africa. Those people like doing like DJ sets using like six like fucking flip phones and shit like that. Like that's so sick. I don't know, or like whatever, like making music and like I don't know, Windows Movie Maker or like fucking like Capwing or like some shit like that. Like that's rad, and I think more people should do shit like that. But yeah.
I mean, to me, it just requires you to like do division. Like you have to like divide by like your count. It just seems like really annoying to me.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely would be. It's just like it's like the the Brazilian setup. It's doing it in the face of adversity. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing it just to do it, that's funny too. But it's like I don't know. I just respect anyone doing shit like that because that's all they have to use. You know what I mean? Like fucking making music literally on your phone, like or whatever. Not counting like FL fucking for mobile or whatever, obviously that's like totally feasible. But yeah, wait, where's this fucking song? I'm stupid.
While you're looking for that,
Yeah.
we're currently
So,
already in this, but what's your process for music? Like, I guess you could interpret it like philosophically, or you could like technical.
oh
Like,
jeez. That's okay. Let me think about that. So I don't know. I mean, I don't if anyone here has actually listened to my music. Sorry if you have. I think it's pretty obvious that I like everything except for hip hop and country. No, I mean
yes,
I
but
listen to just fucking
unironically, yes.
everything, literally. I don't know. I like fucking make sampling shit that I don't think other people would sample, not because I think it's like not to be cool guy or whatever. It's just like I don't know. There's a lot of shit out there that I don't think anyone ever would do that with, and I feel like that's like I don't know. Like I do that kind of because I want to hear it for myself, I guess. Like I make music for myself, and I think if you're not doing that, you're kind of fucking up. Is my thing. So like most of the time when I'm making stuff, it's because I want to be able to re-listen to it. But I mean, my process really is pretty stupid. I mean, I'm really not very good at like most things involving like uh actually producing like electronic music, I guess. Like I'm good at chopping breaks and shit like that or whatever. But like I mean if you've noticed I don't really like key anything. I don't really add very many like instruments to it or anything. Like I don't use any VSTs really. I use like a singular chiptune plugin and like fucking OTT and like Valhalla or whatever. But like, and that's just because that's like all my PC can handle at the moment, basically. Or like Rave Generator or whatever, which is just stupid because I could just use those stabs and sampler. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess ruining other people's music so I can listen to it in a way that is more satisfying to me. And then I listen to the original song that I really like, and then I am like, damn, this shit's way too slow. So I ruin things I like for myself, basically. But then I don't know. That's just like the school book depository thing. The other shit like that I have, none of which is really released, I guess, is like that's way more like I don't know. Like I guess it's so much easier for me to just open Ableton and fuck up someone else's music and stuff and like have fun with that uh, than it is for me to like actually write a fucking song with my fucking guitar and like write lyrics and shit unless I'm like in a very specific mood. Um, I don't know. Well, yeah, no, that's pretty true. But yeah, I don't know. I like making music so that I can listen to it later, basically. And fuck, fuck the fans, fuck the haters. You do it for yourself, basically. I don't
Yeah,
know.
number one, fuck the fans. Full stop. Period.
The customer is always wrong. Buy my merch.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Okay. I mean, these questions are kind of leading into each other, but following up on that, like, special thoughts on like breakcore to you. I mean, this is like a kind of a contentious thing now, still for some reason, which is like, what is breakcore? What is like the word? Like, what does it mean to you? Like, if you say breakcore, what do you think? What goes on in your head? I guess I don't know.
Fuck me, man. Um, oh shit, my earbuds got unplugged.
It's over.
When I think of breakcore, like in its truest form, there's a couple things I could think of. But like I'm just gonna give an example before I go on this spiel. That would be the song fucking Collision Repair Specialist by Rotator. I mean that's
Back
the
check.
definition.
Back check.
Repeater. Sorry. It's so easy. That's it. What the fuck is it? I don't know. It's I don't think anyone's ever really known what it is. I guess, which is kind of cool to me, because I mean, really, I think just the gist of it is fucking up, a fucking break, like, and whatever, like, that's really it. But like, it's so interesting because there's no way we could possibly quantify how fucked up the break is, whether or not, like, the council can't objectively decide, oh yeah, this is chopped enough to be breakcore. So it's interesting. I don't
I
know.
think you could,
Like,
but it would just be really impartiable. Like nobody would use it. Like you could
you're
like
probably right.
figure something out like with math because there it's just all divisions of time. You could, but nobody would
That's
care.
true. That's true. I'm thinking because it's like, I mean, do we want to call certain digital hardcore stuff breakcore? Some of it definitely is, some
I
of it
think
isn't.
it should all be called digital hardcore.
I
That's
agree.
that should be
They should
the
start calling like actual hardcore, like, like beatdown hardcore. They should start calling that digital hardcore too. Um, now, well, what is breakcore? I don't know. I think
is it a
really the
product?
core of it
Is
is
it a
it's a product.
brand?
No, it's fuck you. It's just fuck everything. This it the I think honestly my real answer is something that takes itself not seriously at all while also taking itself seriously. And it's doesn't necessarily have to be punk or whatever, but it in my eyes usually is, and kind of is best when it's like that. And that can mean so much. I mean, the word punk is like, I'm not defining that. It's
It's
fucking
been
meaningless. But
Redditized.
and yeah, I mean, it's also like, what, dude? No one's known what that's meant for fucking 50 years, like truly. So, but I don't know. I just think it's like, yeah, fuck you, fuck money, fuck copyright. Like, yeah, basically. I also think there's some sort of like literal witchcraft or something imbued in the almond break that makes us also addicted to it, because this shit doesn't make any sense. I mean, really, like, just like, why why is there such an obsessive cult around this genre that is just based off of basically one snare drum? Even, like, that's insanity. There's some witchcraft in there, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we all love it. We love the drums, the epic drums. I mean, I guess you're kind of baiting like people who are like, well, I don't actually use the aim and break. I use the fucking drummer or whatever that. You know what I'm saying?
Same shit, yeah, like, yeah, that's, I don't know. Okay, actually, on that note, do you feel me when it, like, obviously, like, the think break is, unfuckwittable, but, like, I feel like, using strictly that as opposed to, like, kind of like a build up, or like a fill, or kind of like a accent thing, it just does not hit as hard. I don't know. Like, the snare just doesn't do the same work. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know how to explain it. So people that do that, I respect that. People that like mainly use the think instead of the almond, that's like some crazy shit to me. I don't get it. But yeah,
Or the one with the fucking bongos in it. I don't even remember what that one's called.
Apache,
That one, I hear that and I'm like, it's just whack. Anyways,
jump on it, jump on it.
on those notes though, is Breakcore dead? Is it over? Is
No,
it over?
I don't think so. But I think that it's been. How do I explain it? I mean, I don't know. I can't say because I'm not 40, but and I also didn't ever live in Europe. But like, I mean, to me, it seems like, not talking about like the sewer slut shit. Like, I'm not getting into that. It's like, it seems like, as I said, to me, it's a very fuck you thing, like, inherently. So I think in a lot of ways it has been sanitized, even by people that do actually make insane chops and stuff like that. I feel like the, like, fuck you element has been kind of taken out of it by, majority of people that are still making it. So I could be wrong there, but like I think it's kind of like people really pushing the envelope of, I guess, just like, whatever, taking the piss or being edgelords or whatever, like, or just, being really like truly experimental with it, I guess. Like that aspect is not, it's not dead, but it's not really there in the same way it used to be. Um uh and then okay, but on the flip side, I think that it's kind of like at a point where like people are better at it than they ever have been. And that goes for like kind of anything. That goes for like whatever, video games, sports, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Or, like just pretty much anything. Like
Esports.
esports, no, well, both. I mean, but no, it's like, dude, everyone is so fucking ridiculously good at everything. Like, example, skateboarding. It's just like the bottom line for like skateboarding is just like insanity. Like, I mean, if you saw people doing that shit in fucking like 2001, like they would be like God, and it's just like that's just some random fucking dude that's like amateur for some whatever small team. Point in case is like, it's just like kids are coming out of the womb, bro, or like, they're like 16, 17, just using Slice X and just destroying everyone immediately. It's insane. I don't know. So like it's good to see that people are still are just like absolutely fucking cracked at, breaking it up. That's cool. I appreciate that. Um and I think that a lot of people who are sort of new to it or whatever definitely are like very passionate about it and stuff, and it's not like a trendy thing. So that's good to see. Cause like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like obviously it's had its flowers or whatever in fucking Europe and shit in the past, as I was saying, but like I mean I never would have assumed that like people would actually in a large capacity like this kind of music. So it's kind of insane to me that people do. Um, Same with whatever, like plenty of other things, but it's not like I don't know how to explain it. Like I think people genuinely do really like it, and just the user base or listener base or whatever, both have gone up so high. So I guess my answer is part of it is kind of dead, but it's just been changed into something else, and in a way, it's less dead than ever. Yeah, but yeah.
Judges are saying that's a wrong answer. It is dead. Okay, moving on.
It,
Um,
it was it ever born? That's I mean, really.
uh,
What does fucking Wiesner's call it? Jungle but cool.
he said he thought he was making jungle, and then
But he said something else, like it's like jungle but awesome or something like that.
yeah, fucking jungle, but really cool or something. Um, Speaking of quote unquote the scene, how do you find new music for the scene, for breakcore, for any music? I don't know.
Man, I've been lacking, I'll be honest. I have not listened to nearly enough new releases. But it doesn't have to be new. That's not necessarily what you asked. Um, I guess the way I've always found shit is really just fucking scrolling or through like friends. I mean, honestly, like I guess having Unlucky Wind or whatever is a really good portal to that because like I don't know. I mean, just like fucking it's a kind of like a connective tissue thing. Like, you have people that send fucking demos or submissions or whatever and stuff, and I see that and I'm like, oh yeah, this is sick or whatever. And then, like we put it out or whatever, and then someone hears that and then fucking like, then they submit something to me and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is sick. I don't know who you are. Like, but this is really tight. Like, so honestly, I think like currently it's mostly just through like my friends or yeah, just like shit people submit to us. Um, like, or I mean, I just like, fucking listen to shit that I have been told to listen to a billion times that I never have from, a long time ago or whatever. Um, But in the past, I guess, like honestly, just like straight up, yeah, just like YouTube sidebar when that shit was not broken, like 10 years ago, or longer than that, whatever, or literally just SoundCloud, fucking clicking shit. The real method is go to the Bandcamp tag for Breakcore, and you'll get the same 6 albums that have been there for
Dude,
5
don't
years.
even get me
That's how you
fucking.
find news.
Don't even get me started on the Bandcamp. Bandcamp sucks. Fuck Bandcamp.
Yeah, fuck Bandcamp, dude.
Dude, that Fentanyl fucking album has been on the fucking best-selling for the last like fucking year, dude. So stupid.
Nah, it's like, I just
Great
yeah,
seeing
and I
everybody.
like Leon. If you're watching this, you won't be like, dude. You have an album on there. I forget which one it is. That shit is not breakcore. I don't know why. Like it's on there, fucking as still sick. Like whatever. Like that shit's been like #1 for what? Like fucking 10 years. It's just funny. I'm not blaming you for tagging it as that. Like I don't. Whatever, man. You do make that shit, but it's just funny. Like it's the same goddamn 10 albums that aren't even necessarily that have just been there. Like yeah, I mean the
Dude,
fentanyl one
Machine
too. It's like
Girl tags their
I
music
like
as breakcore, bro. Their new album. It's just
I
breakcore.
I would say Machine Girl has some breakcore tracks, but like they don't make that shit anymore. And I don't think they've ever made an album that's like that. Definitely not. Whatever. I mean, it's just
Dude, we
funny how
gotta
that works.
we gotta start like invading another genre. We should invade reggae or something. Like
I think
R
that's
and
what
B.
haven't we been doing that for like 20 years?
Just choose. We gotta do like pop punk. This is pop punk now. Actually, this is the new direction of pop punk. We
Defend. No, for real.
actually we
And if you guys didn't know, I love pop punk. That's not even a fucking joke. That's my shit, dude. Fuck real punk. That shit's been dead forever. Pop punk killed it, and it's better. Like fuck all of you, dead ass.
well, you do know what they say about pop punk though. It is the only way to legally practice a certain thing. um. Okay, I'm out of like serious questions. I'm gonna start doing some. Maybe once I'll cut, but what is Therianism, and is there beef?
What is Therianism? I mean, I don't know. Is it the same shit as other kin? I think it's you believing you're an animal or whatever. As far as I know, no, there's no beef at all. I mean, fucking probably like 1/5 of this server is like that. I'm a fucking furry. I don't know. There's no beef.
I just
Just like annoying ass new gen furries fucking hate me because they're fucking dumbasses and don't have personalities and because I'm goated. Um, no, there's no beef. I mean, I think it's
yeah.
funny to make fun of
I just
because it's like,
I don't
wait, what'd you
know.
say?
I don't know what it is, but I mean, I feel like
I feel like
there may be some beef there. I just wanted to clear the air, for everybody involved. So there's no
no,
blood.
yeah, no,
Uh,
I don't want any fucking, I don't want anyone to die, man. But you guys want me to die, I swear. You and your goddamn triangles and your circles. Gotta step it up. Maybe get into like knitting or something else. I don't know, like underwater basket weaving, just anything. Not saying to stop, but like there's other things in this world besides you know being a Therian. I think Eric Harris Therian Rampage.
I don't even know why I wrote this down. I wrote lollycore or age regression furries. Who is in the right?
Ooh,
That's like
that's tough, man. Ah, shit, yo. Mm, I'm gonna say it's like a don't ask, don't tell situation. Um, no, probably old lollycore people. New lollycore people, you need to move on, bro. It's like that Louis Vuitton torn up backpack image. Like you need to move
yeah, let
on.
it go, bro. It's
Let
over.
it go, bro. It's over. Age regression furries, it's also over. Like, I mean, that's the don't ask, don't tell thing. No, I'm kidding, but like that shit's blown the fuck out, bro. Like if as I said earlier, if that's your whole thing, you need to get into underwater basket weaving. The one I'd say is in the right is probably the age regression furries though. Mostly just because like this is really saying something. They annoy me less at this point than people making fucking Pirupi Dokuro-chan remix for the 9,001st time. Do we really need any more of that? Or like Mototeke Sailor Seifuku deaths or whatever the fuck, the Lucky Star intro. Like, do we need any more of that? No, you're in the fucking wrong, dude. You gotta go like make like I don't know. What are you gonna make? Something else? Like I don't know, man. Fucking
Dude,
pick up a banjo. I don't know. Holy Core's fucking dead, dude.
I just had an epiphany, bro.
What?
Lollycore producers are like the Westboro Baptist Church. Think about it.
There's probably a wide overlap, honestly.
No, but like the Westboro Baptist Church would like protest military funerals and saying like soldiers were like gay or whatever, and they have like the slurs and all that stuff, and be like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah,
our
yeah.
abuser." That's what Lollycore producers do. They bring like would it be like Lolly, and they're like, "Dude, look at this," and it's like, "Dude, that's like it's pissing people off, obviously," but they're like, "Dude, why does everybody
Yeah,
hate us?" It's like, bro, you, I don't know.
yeah.
Never mind, I don't know.
No, that was actually very insightful, and I fully agree. I like the whole thing originally was just to piss people off, and it still is, but I think it was taking the piss a long time ago. Now it's just like actual lolicons, and then they do this thing that, the whole world at large has deemed unacceptable, and they do it publicly and then get confused as to why people are upset at them. I just think that's funny. So no, you're totally right. Exact same fucking thing. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm just reading. I have a section called questionable questions because I'm a redditor and that's how I write to myself. I'm just reading off of there. Um, Here's another one. Here's like a kind of like controversial one. Old heads do nothing for the scene, comma, thoughts? Question mark? That's how I write, by the way. Really
Um,
Reddit stuff right here.
it's so insular, and old heads have never been welcoming. And when I say old heads, I mean like,
Like Dormouse.
yeah, like
My
that's like a
personal
that's like
enemy.
a that's like a grandpa, dude. Because like when I think of old heads, I mean I think of people that are like even like like 35. Like I mean I know that's what you meant, and like I inferred that, but it's like even people that were were our age in like fucking 2010, like those are old heads at this point. And it like I feel like maybe around that time is when it started changing, but the point I'm trying to make here is like the first generation of breakcore producers has never been welcoming of the like, oh, now anime is involved. Oh, now furries are involved. Oh, now some not like raga sample or free space bullshit is involved. This is gay. You guys are taking. You guys aren't making it serious. It's not. It's supposed to be really serious. You guys like actually, and then you list like it like I don't know. That's at least a lot of them, and so they've hated that shit for fucking pushing 20 years at this point. So nothing has changed. I think all the really old heads, all they do is like suck each other off still.
Base.
Um, Most of them don't make music anymore. That's fine. You get old, you don't make music. That's cool. I get it. Whatever. But yeah, I think overall 95% of them are not very welcoming. Some of them all the ones that I know or like am close with, they're cool. That otherwise I wouldn't be, and they are welcoming of like young people and stuff like that. But it's like, as I was saying earlier, I think it's like more in some ways, I guess, inventive than it used to be. In some ways, no, but it's like I don't know. I mean, clearly people are really fucking passionate about it and making crazy shit still, and I just don't know why making it like not like super angry or whatever has to like make it like not cool anymore or whatever. I feel like that's like the underlying thing is like all the old heads are about like the angry part or whatever, and a lot of the new people, like myself included, for the most part, like I like that, I like happy breakcore, like mashcore shit like that, whatever. Like it's silly. It's not like necessarily like the angriest shit in the world. But yeah, they don't do dick, man. They don't offer anything. Uh, you know, at least in the US. I mean, fuck.
I mean, Dormouse just like shows in like a farmyard or something every once in a
I
while.
mean, like
I don't know if
that's
that.
that's sick, but like I don't know. Like I can't say. All I know is like I've just heard horror stories from so many people of like old heads just like talking down to them. Well, literally just being like, I don't really like using this term too much because I feel like it's like kind of rude, but like okay, washed up. like it's like if just like or like Wash or whatever. Like if you are being a dick to like people that are younger, like way younger than you, who are making shit for no reason when you aren't doing fucking anything, like what's your problem? Like literally, like you're like an old person, bro. Like why? Like literally, and this isn't just breakcore. I mean, this is fucking everything, really. It's it's really frustrating. I don't know what happens. Um, Someone in here the other day was saying there's Unk and then there's an old head, and now I see the difference. Um,
Last I truly see.
yes, the light. Yeah, fuck old heads.
Um, what else do we got here? Do you have a memorable show experience? Epic experience? Only epic shit.
Oh, okay, let me
I'm
think of
just
a
kidding. Just
couple.
literally anything.
The first show I ever played was in 2018, 2019, 2019.
So you're an old head.
I have an old head. I just didn't start playing shows until then. I'm not an old head, I guess. I don't know. I've been around since like 2015, I guess. I've been listening since like 2010.
Yeah,
But
some people have been born in 2015. They're making mashcore now.
there's someone listening to this right now who was born 3 years before I started listening to this shit, and it is infinitely better than I ever will be. So
And they're playing
shout out
Fortnite
you.
mobile.
Nah. Fuck. Shout out Nowhere Girl. Nowhere Girl. If you're listening to your music, then you're a fucking and I hate you. No, for
Yes.
real. Yeah. So the first show I ever played was so I don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this outside of your home. Just don't do it. I had been awake for 8 days, stimulants, 7 or 8. I think it was 8. Um, and I had not been informed, or like I didn't practice at all. I just had a fucking USB with a bunch of tracks on it, and I was using 99 Jake's Ableton set up like in like session view with like a launch key or whatever. And so I was opening for 99 Jakes and Machine Girl, and I think there might have been one other person, I can't remember. But it was at this alien themed roller rink that we have in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's like I'll send you some pictures later. But it's like literally like these two boomers own this roller rink here, and it's like when I say alien themed, I mean it's like inch to inch, like every wall is just covered in like alien posters and just crazy shit, and they're like total conspiracy boomers, and they're fucking super neurotic and really funny. But that's like my favorite venue in the world to play at because like the sound system's pretty good. You literally can set like people set up in the middle of it, and then like everyone just is literally like roller skating or skateboarding around you in circles. It's like so sick. So yeah, point in case is like I get there, Jade teaches me how to use her controller with like for like 20 minutes of practice maybe. And uh as I said, I'd been awake for 8 days, and like I fucking killed it, honestly. I'm sure like I was using, like like I wasn't DJing, I was using a fucking like launch key or whatever, so it's just like whatever, like, on the fly, like fucking yeah, but like um I'm not just making this up. Like it actually, like I have some recordings of it. Like I was just locked in with the sleep deprivation demon. So yeah, my first show, I was awake for 8 days at an alien roller rink, opening for Machine Girl. So that was awesome. Another good one, probably the best night of my life, honestly. Like if I really think about it, was I played in Vancouver on East Hastings, with what was the bill? It's me, 99 Jakes, Golden Boy, Gore Shit, Ritalin, and dude, am I forgetting someone? Fuck. Oh, Henrietta, the Kitty on Fire owner. And so fucking that was the night I met Golden Boy. And the first thing she said to me was me and my ex were like literally like I have a picture of I have a diagram of what I'm about to explain that I'll find and send to you because it's a really funny image. But basically, my ex had this giant like 5 gram rock of Molly, and so we're trying to figure out how to like chip it off. likes to take some, obviously, as opposed to like looking at like a hamster. But like, so there was this table that had like slats in it, you know, like, or gaps or whatever. So me being the genius I am, we got like a cup of water, and like I would like Ella's like holding it under the table, and I'm like going like this, like with the rock against the fucking like holes in the table, like a cheese grater, until like little pieces fall into the fucking thing. And Paris, Golden Boy, sees us doing this, and she just like super timidly walks up and is like, "Is that Molly?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Can I have some?" And I was like, "Yeah." And yeah, so I don't know, fucking insane lineup. And I mean, that's the first and only time I've played outside of the country. And I met one of my best friends, and the first thing she said to me was asking for Molly while I'm doing some like caveman activity. And fucking, I remember just being off my ass, and Gorship playing this fucking song that I don't think he had played before, because I think he just made it like right before that. And it was like, I don't know, it was just like the best shit ever, man. And then like, so this is when I had been like on like a little like mini tour with like him and like Kevo and like 99 Jakes or whatever, and like in like Canada and Seattle, and like the other show in Vancouver, like there was like hella people there, but at this one it was like no one was there. Like there was like 25 people, and like I knew most of them. So that was like really sick. But the reason I say this is because like it was at a bar, and like I think there was a bar minimum. So they made no money. I'm sure like there was probably like 20 drinks sold max, if that. And like we went till like 4 in the morning or something, and I just remember like I think Jade was the last person playing, but the bartender literally just walks up to the fucking mixer and just cuts the master, and that's it. And then we just like everyone just was like, all right, yeah, fair enough, and we all left. It was really funny. And then yeah, I feel like I got one more that's like really funny. Um, oh yeah, uh, fucking Machine Girl show in 2018. That I didn't play at, but I think I booked it. Pretty sure, I don't remember. Yeah. But it was at this coffee shop in Albuquerque, which was like one of the only venues here at that point that would. No, it was the only one that would like wanted them to play, which I think is so fucking funny. But there was no. Okay, we did two shows there actually that they played. And this fucking asshole, like skinhead, who was wearing a Death Classic T-shirt, came to both of them, and he's just crowd killing, specifically like small ass like cis girls, like the entire time, and
Oh, the
everyone is
alpha
just like,
predator has
yeah, dude,
arrived.
literally in the Death shirt, dude, and everyone's just like ping ponging him as hard as possible against the wall. Like it got to the point where people were like literally like, punching him, and then he like, and then he came to the second show after like it was very clear no one fucking wanted him there, and like I think someone like actually like hit him in the face or something, but he got mad and he ripped the fucking like light fixture out of the ceiling of this coffee shop, and
Damn.
they never booked a show there again because they were mad about that, which fair enough. But yeah, it was really funny. Like it just some random asshole from r/machine girl, or no, that didn't even exist at this point, probably. I don't even know where he came from. Just came to beat up women in a coffee shop in the death grip shirt, and he wore it both times. So
Yeah, I don't even know where that guy's allegiance would lie. He's
dude, it was like
truly,
really crazy.
truly a man on his own mission. He's got.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah, no, it was the show that I played in Marfa, Texas, in like March of this year, um with Stevie Versha and like chkdsk and some other people. And like it was in this like falling apart like adobe shack that was probably built in like 1860. Like it didn't even have a roof. The floor was dirt, and we're in the middle of this like small ass like border town in Texas. And they were streaming it somehow, like with like a full like camera setup and shit. Like it was insane. But yeah, I don't know. That was just really sick. Like playing a fucking show that is being streamed like in a fucking falling apart like wooden or Adobe shack or whatever. And my set was trash. I mean, the recording is somewhere. I just haven't bothered even looking for it. But I think that was that was the first set that Stevie's ever played live. I don't think she's ever played live or like DJ live besides that. But yeah, she killed it. I did terrible. But yeah, that shit was awesome. I highly recommend booking shit in weird locations if you ever can. There's no better feeling than that. Like, like a fucking abandoned church or slaughterhouse or whatever the fuck,
Gathering of the
like that.
Juggalos.
Dude, I would. We need to go. I need to go to Gathering, man. That sounds fucking amazing. Everyone should start using like polka instead of like raga samples is what I'm thinking. That's the next wave. Like polka, just like Eastern Bloc, like traditional music. Um, you know, I think it'd be funny personally, and I think we need to switch it up a little bit. Um, and what's my one piece of advice? Because I feel like I should give a piece of advice.
Dude, the only thing
Let
I
me
use my
think.
polka records for is catching moths.
No, like that's literally what they're for, or like just throwing at the wall like a frisbee when you're angry. Like, just gotta have like a stack of that shit ready, like from Goodwill, 25 cents. You should make your music really funny, and you shouldn't let people fuck with you. And by funny, I mean do whatever the fuck you want, 'cause that's the point of this shit. And the very vocal minority of people who actually care about breakcore um, are really stupid. I mean, the vocal minority of people who like breakcore that are scene police, they're the minority. So remember that and don't let them keep you down. Do stupid shit and piss people off because that's the fucking point. And don't ever go to no Diddy parties. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Also, send demos to unluckywin222@gmail.com. Don't listen to my music, it sucks. It's on that Bandcamp, the Unlucky Win Bandcamp. I don't know, like some of it's on my YouTube or whatever, I guess. Um, yeah, I think that's about it.
Not gonna plug the
Um,
Twitter account? Not gonna plug the Instagram
oh yeah,
account?
I
Come
got a Twitter account, I
on,
guess.
dude.
Yeah, true, true. Well, my Instagram account is schoolbook_depository. Um, yeah, I don't really use Instagram that much, even though I probably should. But my Twitter account is Amiga__flu. And yeah, that shit is pretty awesome. My Twitter account is great, and you should follow it. The Instagram account doesn't really matter, but my Twitter account's funny. And oh yeah, free Pew Girl.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
all I
got
got.
banned. Yeah.
Shit's fucked up, man. Shit's fucked up. Um, yeah,
Well, thank you, Schoolbook Depository.
we did it, Reddit.
Thank you
Appreciate you.
for
Thank you for having
being
me
breakbeaten to
to death.
death.
I'm the guinea
Uh,
pig.
yeah, and if I have any
If
more
I
to
have it,
say, I'll edit it. I'll add it in here. But okay, well, I just finished editing this, and yeah, I think it was kind of rough on my part, but um, I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of interesting, you know. Um, but yeah, I don't know if remember. Well, 2 week basis. I don't know if there's gonna be a schedule at all, bro. I don't even know if it's gonna be a schedule at all. TBH. So, whenever I can force myself to use Premiere for more than 20 minutes at a time. So, anyways, that was the show. Um, and if you have comments, questions, concerns, send your death threats to basedboomer@gmail.com. That is my actual email that I use for music stuff. I think that's kind of to my detriment when I reach out to actual companies, or not companies, but like places, you know. That's kind of maybe I need to change that, but or just hit me up on Twitter. I might make the Twitter account for this usable. I might make stuff for it. Maybe that's kind of lame, but honestly, if I have to go to somebody's personal fucking social media account to follow some actual fucking project that's like, I don't want to dig through their fucking posts, bro. And my Twitter account is full of fucking retarded shit, so I anyways, thank you for watching, and catch you on the flip side.